Hey, thanks for coming over. I know it's kind of short notice, but that's alright, I suppose, right? And sorry about the random noise. I got a roommate for this place, and they're all over the place. Ugh. And worst of all, I have the noisiest neighbors. Yeah, like the noisiest. Can you believe that the reason why I have a roommate is that this apartment is over $2,000 a month? Yeah, and like, that's before utilities. That's before electricity and cable and water and internet. Can you believe that? So yeah, I had to get a roommate. Despite the fact that I just got another promotion, I'm now senior executive director of the fashion label. Yeah, I got picked up by an indie brand. It's only in a few cities, including this one. But now I'm in charge of, managing how stock flow is and the new lines that are coming out, making sure that everything gets out on time, things like that, and that the stores and boutiques get their stocks and shipments in on time. It's a pretty good job, but again, sorry for all the noise around between my roommate who's currently doing whatever and my very noisy neighbors. This is such an expensive place, and on either side of me and even above and below me, they just bang around and make a ton of noise. It certainly drives me pretty crazy a lot. Like, you have no idea how crazy it drives me. The other day, I think the couple that lives above me were having like really kinky sex or something, and it was just so loud. Like, you wouldn't believe how loud it was. And the whole time I was sitting in my room on my bed just thinking, I'm paying all of this money for this tiny 2-bedroom place, and I got a 2-bedroom because, like, I need a roommate. And there's all this noise. The walls are paper thin. I'm like, what am I paying for? I have no quiet, no privacy. I might as well just go out to, like, the hood where my sister lives and get a cheapo place out there by myself. But no, I couldn't possibly do that, because that's just, like, maybe it's my parents rubbing off on me, but, like, that's not me, you know? I couldn't see myself living in a place like that. If that makes any sense to you. I couldn't. I like nice things. Like, I like the fact that this apartment has vaulted ceilings and built-ins, and the bathroom has a whirlpool tub, and the kitchen has 2 ovens and an island to cook in, and, just really, really nice things that, my sister's place doesn't even have. And also, my apartment here, we have a heated pool up on the roof, and a hot tub, and there's a full gym here, and a whole bunch of other amenities in this building, in the heart of the city. I mean, when I moved here, I thought, where could I go wrong? And meanwhile, my sister lives in that apartment complex where they have that kind of rinky-dink outdoor pool and like a little like picnic area. And I'm sure you've seen her place. It's pretty tiny and sparse and cramped. But I guess it suits her and suits her needs. Speaking of my sister, I've been hearing you've been having quite an adventure with her. Yes, don't think she doesn't tell me things. We are very close sisters after all. She tells me practically everything. But before we talk about her, let's talk about us. You know I want to keep this casual, right? I mean, I know you're seeing her and who knows who else you're seeing. I'm sorry, you like kind of come off as like a player type, I'm sorry to say. Which I don't mind right now, especially because I want to like keep things super duper casual, you know, just chill, have a good fun time with good fun people. But, you know, you just come off as someone who's probably seeing more than one person at once. And like I said, not that I mind or not that I particularly care or anything right now, but I'm sure for other girls that notion could be pretty heartbreaking. So just be careful, okay? Like, just take my advice and be careful. But on the subject of us, part of why I like you and wanted you to come over is I've been feeling kind of neglected lately. I've been so busy with my job and just so frustrated with this apartment and my obnoxious roommate who at least pays their rent and their bills and stuff on time. So, like, I totally can't complain there. But they're no real company. So I've been feeling pretty lonely, pretty isolated, and pretty neglected in terms of just, you know, physical affection. I'm sure if I got on like a dating website or like Tinder or something, I could find just anybody to come and give me attention. But like, I'm not like that, you know? Like, I'd rather just someone I know just come over and fool around with, if that, like, makes any sense. So, I was wondering if maybe we could, kiss a little bit? I mean, only if, you don't mind, of course. Because before we get into a heavy subject like what I was about to bring up, I figured let's lighten the mood a bit by having a bit of fun. Like, okay? Yeah? You down for that? Because I certainly am. So why don't you come on over here and let's make out a little bit. And if my roommate walks in, well, so be it. Mm. You're really good at kissing. Mm. Mm. That was really nice. Color me impressed. I never would have thought that you'd be so good at that. Well, I guess maybe you would be if you're as big a player as I thought. So, now that the mood is more relaxed and heightened a bit, let's talk about my sister Takara, because she and I talk, and she tells me everything. And she told me about the other day when she invited you over to her place to talk to you. And she told you a bit about someone special in her life, her ex. And I'll admit, at the time when she was dating him, I was pretty jealous, just because I saw them together and he just seemed so perfect. And he was sweet and kind and loyal and a perfect gentleman to her. And I mean, I was happy for her, of course I was, but at the time, I'm older than her, and I was single, and I was getting ready for my master's program, and here she was with this seemingly perfect relationship that lasted all throughout her time in the university. And they were such a good couple, just so lovey-dovey, all over each other. She was mad crazy about him, and he was pretty crazy about her too. They both got along really, really, really well. And so, when he had to leave, she was pretty heartbroken. And I felt bad when I saw her like that, for being, jealous of her, and jealous of them. Yeah. I'm not proud of that, you know? I hate seeing my sister upset. I really do. But I heard about the other day from her, and what she told you, not only what she told you about him, but what she told you about how she feels about you. And just know she's really conflicted, because I'll be honest with you, she's still not over him, and I don't think she'll ever be. And I know for a fact because, well, while you were over there, I called her because I was online and I saw photos of his family, and he's home. And so I added him on Facebook, and of course he remembered me because I'd met him and hung out with him a few times when he was dating my sister, and I was talking to him, and he has no one else right now. And of course I'm not gonna go after him. No, that would crush her. I could never do that to Takara. Never. But like, I was talking to him and asking him how he still felt about her, and if he thought about her at all while he was away. And it turns out he did. So he then got my number, called me and talked, and he's afraid to call her himself. I did give him her new number because it changed since college, but he was too afraid to call her himself, so he had me call her to tell him the news, or tell her the news. I'm sorry, it's been a long day at work. I had a pretty long shift today, so that's why I invited you over, so we could just hang out, talk, relax, you know, the usual. Something to kind of mix it up from the dates we usually go on together. You know? Not that I don't like the dates we go on and casually hanging out someplace, grabbing something really nice to eat or really nice to drink. But, like, sometimes I like just casually hanging out at just someone's place, whether it's theirs or mine. And I'll be honest, you're not the only one I'm casually having a thing with. I ran into an ex of mine not too long ago, and she admittedly kind of missed me. I think you know of her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you about her before. But I've been kinda sorta casually seeing Mickey again, too. I guess I'm the worst definition of a bisexual. So, well, not that it matters, because I'm also seeing some other dude. And so between you and the dude I'm seeing and Mickey, I definitely am the worse kind of bisexual because they like to accuse us of cheating and being all over the place. Which is like exactly what I'm doing right now. Oh well. So, do you want to like just cuddle in bed and watch a movie on Netflix or something? Yeah? Hooray. Let's do that then. Well, thank you for talking to me. It really helped. I feel pretty good now. And I'm definitely a lot less stressed after today. You're super sweet. Mwah. And I'm really happy that you and Takara are in a good place. Even if things are probably gonna get just a bit more complicated. And I'm sorry for that. Anyway, let's get off this and watch some Netflix. Okay? Okay.